building unbreakable mental resilience and sovereignty. The human brain is under siege, not by some distant, futuristic threat, but by a coordinated, multi-pronged assault unfolding in real time, a silent war waged by those who seek to reshape humanity through cognitive domination, chemical subjugation, and psychological manipulation. The weapons are not tanks or missiles, but neurotoxins in our food, electromagnetic pulses in our air, synthetic mRNA infiltrating our cells, and psychological operations rewiring our perceptions. This is the 21st century battlespace, and your mind is the prize. The question is no longer whether you will be targeted, but how you will defend yourself. The Optimal Brain Defense Academy, OBDA, is not just a program, it is the last line of defense for those who refuse to surrender their cognitive sovereignty. The mission of OBDA is unapologetically clear: to restore and fortify the natural resilience of the human brain against the engineered collapse of independent thought. This is not about passive survival, it is about active resistance. The globalist agenda, with its depopulation protocols, digital enslavement systems, and biochemical warfare, relies on one critical vulnerability: a docile, poisoned, and mentally weakened population. OBDA exists to shatter that dependency. By integrating cutting-edge neuroscience with time-tested natural medicine, the Academy equips individuals with the knowledge, tools, and community necessary to neutralize neuroweapons, detoxify from systemic poisoning, and reclaim mental clarity. This is not merely self-improvement. It is an act of defiance against a system that has declared war on human consciousness. At the foundation of OBDA's curriculum lies an unwavering commitment to truth, no matter how suppressed or inconvenient. The first pillar, knowledge, dismantles the lies peddled by corrupt institutions like the WHO, CDC, and FDA, exposing the real science behind neurotoxins, psychological warfare, and the deliberate sabotage of brain health. Members learn how vaccines laced with adjuvant toxins cross the blood-brain barrier, how glyphosate in genetically modified foods disrupts neural pathways, and how 5G radiation alters brainwave patterns to induce compliance. But knowledge alone is not enough. The second pillar, nutrition, provides actionable protocols for rebuilding brain integrity through nutrient-dense, non-toxic foods and supplements. This is not the generic advice of government food pyramids, which push processed poisons under the guise of nutrition. OBDA's approach is rooted in the regenerative power of organic, biodynamically grown superfoods, medicinal herbs, and bioavailable minerals substances that repair neuronal damage, enhance synaptic plasticity, and restore cognitive function. Detoxification, the third pillar, is where the battle against biochemical warfare is won or lost. The human brain is a sponge for the toxins satanically engineered into our environment. Heavy metals from chemtrails, synthetic chemicals in pharmaceuticals, and endocrine disruptors in plastics. OBDA's protocols go beyond superficial cleanses, employing advanced binders like zeolites and humic acids, infrared therapy to mobilize stored toxins, and targeted supplementation to escort neurotoxins out of the brain. This is not a luxury. It is a necessity for anyone serious about surviving the great poisoning. The fourth pillar, mindset, is the psychological armor against the fear-based control grids being deployed. Through critical thinking drills, emotional resilience training, and spiritual grounding techniques, members learn to recognize and reject the propaganda narratives designed to keep them in a state of learned helplessness. A mind that cannot be manipulated is a mind that cannot be enslaved. No resistance movement can thrive in isolation. The fifth pillar, community, forges a network of free-thinking individuals who share intelligence, resources, and mutual support. This is not a social club. It is a decentralized alliance of those committed to preserving human autonomy. In an era where digital surveillance and social credit systems are being weaponized to isolate dissenters, OBDA's community provides a counterstructure, one built on trust, shared knowledge, and collective action. The final pillar, action, transforms defense into offense. Members are empowered to take concrete steps, growing their own organic food to bypass poisoned supply chains, adopting alternative currency to escape central bank tyranny, and creating alternative media channels to circumvent corporate censorship. This is how sovereignty is reclaimed, not by begging for permissions, but by building parallel systems that render the old ones obsolete. The Optimal Brain Defense Academy is not for the complacent. It is for those who understand that the attack on the brain is the attack on humanity itself. The globalists have spent decades refining their neuroweapons, from fluoride in the water to smart meters in the home, because they know that a poisoned mind is a controlled mind. But their greatest fear is an awakened population that refuses to comply. OBDA provides the blueprint for that awakening. By restoring brain health, detoxifying from systemic poisons, and cultivating unshakable mental resilience, members do more than survive. They become the architects of a new era of human freedom. The choice is stark. Submit to the slow erosion of your cognitive faculties, or join the ranks of those who are fighting back. The Optimal Brain Defense Academy program is your path to cognitive freedom and strength. This is not a drill. The war for your mind is already underway, and the time to act is now. For those ready to take their stand, the first step begins with reaching out. The future belongs to those who defend their brains, because a free mind is the last bastion of a free humanity. The above is an excerpt from Chapter 5 of Brain Lockdown, the 21st Century Battlespace, and your last line of defense against the New World Order enslavement and extermination agenda. This book is part of the content of the Optimal Brain Defense Academy program.